I think we should not be, exceptionally overwhelmed by what AI can do, because this is already there in the Quran, and that we should be more concerned about our limbs and organs testifying on the day of judgment than anything else. So what I'm saying is that trying to frame this in our ontological, theological, cosmological understanding of how Allah's creation works, and then the role of the angels as agents governing, administrating, processing, executing Allah's command. It's like, you have your genes, and all the information is in the genes, and the genes then go out and they unravel all the information they have, and then the body works through the amr of the gene. So that's something that's already in us. So we know that. So can you program something that is lifeless, basically? Yeah. Can you program something that is not an agent? It doesn't have volition. So that's the legal question that we face in administrating AI. When you have something that doesn't have legal agency and taklif, basically. Taklif is when you are obligated as an actor, as an agent of performance, and you are responsible for the act, and you're also responsible for the consequence of the act. That is where our discussion would start. Okay, that is this machine, artificial intelligence, or whatever kind of, what do you call it, screening machine at the airport, and it's supposed to program and process and profile passengers as they're coming through. And the machine is built on the algorithm that you put in there. And then if the machine detects that based on this algorithm, this man is now suspicious, or this man fits the profile of a terrorist. And the machine churns out this information, and you get a piece of paper which says, yeah, this guy. Right? So you have a positive reading and a positive identification. So that's known as false positives, which is a huge concern in the industry. They all make mistakes. There have been so many cases where there have been false positives, and they've arrested the wrong person, and they put the wrong person in jail. So now who's legally now obligated? Who's there to answer that? Who should blame? Who has agency? Who has taklif and who has wilaya? Who has authority? Who has agency? So you can't blame the damn machine. The machine is stupid. It only processes what you program it. And it's going to be the algorithm is now going to dictate what the machine does and doesn't do. So who's responsible for the error in the algorithm, fixing the data and so on. So that is kind of making human beings irresponsible of their actions is not in line with Islamic law. Okay, you can't do that. It's like anything else. You can't have a fictitious legal agency or fictitious corporation. All these are kind of corporations that we have according to Islamic practices in what you call it, legal transactions. And can you have now LLC and other corporations where you are no longer liable for any mistake you make because the company is now liable. And you can't sue the company, so your assets are protected. Where does that fall under Islamic legal ethics and so on? So in Islam, the agent must be a human being. That's the key. Human beings must take responsibility for their actions, and they must own up to their actions, and they must be held responsible for their actions, whether good or bad.